Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Tell me, have you heard of a third-person action MOBA called Gigantic? Well, I did, years ago, and was pleasantly looking forward to it. I saw the first official announcement trailer years ago, saw some actual gameplay footage from some early alpha and beta builds of the game. I've been looking forward to Gigantic for a while, so imagine my surprise when I find out Gigantic has been in open beta for a while now. I was genuinely very surprised. I hadn't seen any YouTube videos talking about the game, no advertisements on your typical game news media websites, and nothing on Steam. Well, little did I know, and to my surprise, the game's not on Steam. It's on Windows 10. It's on the Windows 10 store, alongside Halo Wars 2, Killer Instinct, and Gears of War 4. That's right, everybody, it's a Microsoft Xbox Play Anywhere title, which is actually pretty cool. PC players and Xbox players get to play with one another. Now, I've finally gotten to play Gigantic, at least for a few hours. I had been keeping my eye on this game and wanting to play it for a while now, so finally getting my hands on Gigantic, I have to say, I really enjoyed what is in the game so far. This is not the finished product, this is still closed beta, and the game certainly has its rough edges, such as missing animation transitions, a lack of PvE, only free playable maps, one of those maps including the training arena. So the game's on its way, but it's missing some extra meat on those bones. But what is there so far is a lot of fun and brimming with life, love, and potential. The art style of this game is beautiful. We've seen cel-shaded, comic book looking, cartoon-esque looking graphical art styles in video games before, but nothing like Gigantic. Its character models, its special effects, the animations that are in the game so far are brimming with life, with vibrant colors, and this fun, almost childlike sense of movement, speed, imagination, just in the way everything is so animated. I look at Gigantic and I see water paintings come to life, Pixar movies come to life. Just the art style, the character models, the animations, the environments, so far, the game looks beautiful. And then there's the actual gameplay. I'm sure you've played MOBA-esque games that have a fast pace to them, like say Paragon or Battleborn or Smite. Gigantic is those games on a sugar rush and cocaine. Gigantic is the most fast-paced MOBA I have ever played. Your actions, the controls, are so smooth and fluid, immediately responsive. While certain characters do have a weight to them, the more bulky or tank-type characters certainly have weight to them, they still move pretty fast, and the more lightweight type characters, it almost feels like I'm playing Titanfall 2 in third person with how fast you sprint and how high you jump. If you're used to the slow pace of your typical MOBA, Gigantic's gonna turn that on its head. It is fast-paced by every sense of the definition, and it's exhilarating. With the beautiful movement and animation of the characters, the flashy special effects running from objective to objective, getting into melee and ranged combat, it's just fun. It's a blast. Now, this being a MOBA, you expect to have several different playable hero characters, each different from the other, and that is accurate by all means. Gigantic has some wonderful, colorful, creative characters in its roster, and they are all unique and fun to play as. And I get to say that because I've played them all. But wait, this is a free-to-play MOBA. There's no way to get access to all the characters up front. Usually you'd have to grind for them, or spend money on a special pack that unlocks them all. And while there is a special Founders Pack that does unlock all the heroes for multiplayer, and I will be picking that up to support the game later on down the line, what is a simply beautiful aspect, beautiful feature of Gigantic that so few of our free-to-play games do, in the game's training mode, you get to test out all the heroes. Even the ones you haven't unlocked yet, even the ones that aren't on weekly rotations for you to play for free during that week. Gigantic actually lets you play, test out, fool around with all the characters in its training mode. That is incredibly generous and a lot of fun. It allows you to determine from the get-go when you first play Gigantic to determine who are your favorite characters, who are the characters you want to play as, who are the characters that you may want to grind for. On top of that, you also get access to all of their cosmetics, all the costumes. You even get access to all of that in the training mode, and you actually get to see what it looks like on your character, and you get to fool around with both the characters and the different cosmetics in the training mode. That's just incredibly generous. And the different abilities and the playstyles of all the characters make playing as each of them truly a unique experience. Gigantic is one of those games where every single one of its different playable characters could get a game all on their own to themselves. Their gameplay styles are that diverse, and their different abilities and attacks are so fun to play with. And from what I can tell from almost all the different heroes that I've played, all their abilities synergize well with one another. Now, for those of you who know nothing about Gigantic, Gigantic is a bit different from your typical MOBA. You're not escorting minions to destroy towers and then a big core. Instead, your objective is to help two massive guardians, these giant, beautiful, titan-like monsters. You're here to help them gain power and attack each other. You gain power by creating and protecting creatures on the battlefield. These creatures can heal you, give you a better view of the map, or create defenses. The more creatures you create and level up and protect and destroy enemy creatures, as well as killing enemy players, you gain power. Once you gain enough power, your guardian will attack the other guardian and pin them down for you to attack it and deal permanent damage. It's an epic display and a truly unique design compared to other MOBAs. It's exciting, it's tense, it's a blast to play, and Gigantic needs your help. It needs some support, it needs some love. Because it's getting almost no advertisement here on YouTube, and because it's on the Windows 10 store, not a lot of people on PC know about Gigantic, and I know a lot of PC players, especially MOBA players on PC, would love Gigantic, but they simply just don't know it exists. And I know the Windows 10 store is inconvenient and a pain in the ass, but Gigantic is free to play, it's cross-platform, and we need to support cross-platform games. So please, if you have an Xbox One, download and play Gigantic. It's free to play after all, what's the harm in at least giving it a try? And if you have a good enough PC with Windows 10 on it, bear with me, I think Gigantic is good enough of a MOBA, good enough of a multiplayer PvP experience that it's worth going through the trouble of getting past the Windows 10 store to play it. The developers of this game are obviously putting a lot of love, a lot of effort into Gigantic. It's an awesome video game, it's a blast to play, it's beautiful to look at. It's got unique playable characters and gameplay mechanics. The developers are doing an excellent job, an awesome job. They've made a great MOBA, a great free-to-play game here, and it needs some love and support. So I hope my video has hopefully convinced you to go check out Gigantic, because despite it being cross-platform, despite it having a somewhat stable player base, I'm able to get into multiplayer matches, though they take a while. I've noticed that most of the people playing this are on Xbox and not on PC, mostly I'm sure because of Windows 10, that this game needs some love and support wherever it can get, so please, go show Gigantic some love and support, at least try it out, it's free to play, there's no harm in it, and the excellent, simply excellent training mode lets you try out all of the characters and all of the cosmetics for free. That is awesome. Gigantic is awesome, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. The like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love reading comments. To get nearly enough comments, please leave a comment. What are your thoughts on Gigantic? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been video, and I'll see you all later.